right, so thank you very much for doing that listening. You can get us on Class 91.3 FM or the Transformation Agenda Series page on Facebook, the Word Radio GH page. You can also get us on YouTube. Our channel is Transformation Agenda Series on Education. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the importance of online education. And my guest is already seated. We're going to have a very beautiful conversation this morning. She is the CEO of Ghana's first online tutoring platform. Yes, Ghana's first. And she's here to talk to us. If you're a parent and you are listening to us, please go on Facebook, share the link, or tell someone to tune into Class 91.3 FM. This is a very important discussion. You can't miss it. So I'm going to give you just 30 seconds to do that. Go on Facebook, classfmonline.com, Word Radio GH, Transformation Agenda Series page, and try and connect to us. And like I said, while the conversation is going on, if you have any questions to ask, you can do that on 059-644-8188. That's 059-644-8188. You can just call while the conversation is going on and ask any question that may be bothering your mind. If you want any information, you can do that. We'll activate the phone lines as well, so you can ask questions right here. But if you want to know more, someone is right here in studio who is ready to pick your questions and support you. All right, so thank you very much. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Abraham.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's a blessing having you this morning.
Oh, thank you. So
we are getting into a time where we may not necessarily be in a classroom, but everyone is going to have laptop in their homes. When you are busy working and you have to go for lectures, it's going to take you a lot. One, you need to buy fuel. Two, you need to have a car. Anyway, you need to have a car to buy fuel.
yeah.
Then you have to join the queue. You know, the traffic in Ghana is so beautiful. So you need to join. And the times that if you're a weekend student or you are evening student, you see how painful that experience is.
Okay.
And so we get into a point where we will have to have laptops in our homes and computers in our homes. And then we have a teacher somewhere far from us who will be talking to us, and we can write exam online, everything. We've been doing online midterm exams and even the main exams online. And so this conversation is very important. If you're a parent, you are listening to us, I just want you to pay attention and try and share the link and make sure that you are connected. So this concerns everybody in this country from A to Z. Everyone, it concerns you. So thank you very much for coming. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Sure. So I guess we should start with where I'm from.
Good.
I'm a Ghanaian, originally from Kwehu, but I was actually born in the UK.
Okay.
But because my parents have been based in Ghana for decades, I came to do my primary and junior school education here in Ghana.
Okay.
So I actually attended Ghana International School.
Yeah.
But then by the age of 11, I went to England to do my high school education.
Okay.
And then I ended up moving to Toronto in Canada. And that's where I completed my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
So I did that in biochemistry, pharmacology, and Spanish. And like most bachelor students, when I graduated, I was very confused on exactly what I wanted to do after. So I decided to do some research and look into different master's programs just to see if I found something really interesting. And so I applied to King's College in London to do my master's degree in clinical pharmacology. Because I thought I might as well do a degree that I have a genuine interest in, so it wouldn't go to waste. So that's what I did for my education.
So how come you found yourself involved in online education?
Yes, so when I moved to Toronto, I actually volunteered at a local community center, tutoring the maths and sciences to kids from the ages of 4 years old to 11 years old.
Okay.
And at the time, I was actually working at a donut shop, so nothing to do with online education. So I was working there to support my income whilst completing my bachelor's degree. And I found that I really liked the volunteer tutoring because I found it interesting trying to think of how I can make difficult concepts easy for the kids. Okay. So I looked into online tutoring jobs and ended up getting a job with a UK-based company from Canada.
Okay.
And I've done that for about 7-8 years now. And so I really enjoyed the online tutoring. And then when COVID hit, I decided to do some research into online tutoring platforms.
That's in 2020?
2020,
okay.
Yes. So it was around March 2020. I was finishing off my master's degree and I realized that there were no platforms similar to the one I was working for in the UK. Of that nature. So where you can do everything on the website, from finding your tutor, booking the lesson, paying for the session, all of it on the platform itself. So once I realized there was no platform like that in Ghana, that's when I decided to reach out to some web developers and basically create Virtutor Online.
Wow. That's great. So far, how has it been working with people, trying to bring people up, educating people? How has it been?
So I'll be completely honest. At the very beginning, it was a disaster. It was an absolute nightmare at the beginning. Yes.
Wow.
Because I remember spending hours on the phone talking to parents, trying to convince them that online learning is effective, if not, in my opinion, more effective than in-person tutorials.
Okay.
And we faced a series of technical issues, which obviously we managed to resolve. So it was
the network system in Ghana is sometimes challenging.
Yes, as well as the platform itself. We had to do a lot of modifications along the way to make sure the experience was smooth for both the tutors and the students. So it was quite challenging at the beginning, but then as more and more students started to do lessons on the platform, they started to tell their friends about it and so on. So as time went by, things started to pick up.
Wow.
So
what are you teaching on your platform?
On the platform. So we have a range of different subjects on there right now, but we started with just the high school curricular subjects. So the BEC, WASI, the British curriculum, American curriculum. And then we began to introduce the languages because we found that quite a few people were interested in learning the local languages.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about local languages, like if I want to study Ewe.
Yes.
You are able to teach me.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
We have an excellent Ewe tutor on the platform.
Wow.
And then we've recently just introduced admissions tests.
Okay.
So for SATs, IELTS, GRE, GMAT, and so on, we had quite a few students calling and looking for tutors in that subject area. So those are the most recent subjects we put on the platform. Yeah.
So let's look at what's your connection with GES?
GES. So because of the subjects we offer, the BEC and the WASI subjects, we do have quite a few students on the platform that are doing the subjects related to what the GES do. But I would like to speak to someone in the GES to see how we can come together and achieve the common goal of helping students with these tutorials.
Great. I think send loss will be a blessing.
Exactly.
And an favorable. I think seeing him will do a lot of good.
Sure.
Yes, but let's talk about this first. So what you're trying to say is that if I live in this country, and I don't understand maybe the Fanti language, you are able to teach me how to speak and write online.
So
wow.
You can be in Ghana and you can be anywhere in the world really. And then you can have one of our excellent Fanti tutors teaching you the language.
Wow.
In live sessions, so it helps with practicing the speaking.
Wow.
And so on. So you can tell the tutor in your free meeting with them exactly what your goals are. So let's say you have Fanti family members and you want to be able to communicate with them better, and then they will devise some lesson plans to ensure that you reach that target after a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Wow, so that's beautiful. So if you are listening to us and maybe you want to learn a local language, you just not like going to sit in a classroom where you ask the question and you're not able to give the correct answer and people will be laughing at you and all that. But this one, in the comfort of your bedroom or hall, you are connected to a teacher who is just teaching the language at your own pace, and you are able to. Wow, so you've had success in that area
for sure, and especially with the young kids. So quite a number of our students or parents are actually Ghanaians abroad who wanted their kids by the age of 10 and 11 years old, wanted them to learn the local languages because they're not living in Ghana, so it's difficult for them to practice. And they're absolutely loving their sessions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so now let's come to the importance of online education. I look at online education, especially now that the minister keeps talking about digitization, talk about pushing education online, and talk about all the globalization, putting everybody. The world has become a one place for all of us to work on or work in now. So sometimes you look at the situations that occur in terms of abuse and sexual assault and all that. So you have this young girl who asks you to join a class somewhere, maybe on vacation. They want to go and join a vacation class, and then they go and mingle up with these boys and they start messing them up, or they are influenced. So when people are online, I think it's safer because it helps you protect your children.
Exactly.
100%
it does. And I was very particular about it when I came to the safety of the students on the platform. So every session is actually recorded.
Okay.
Not only for the benefit of the students, they can use it to review when they're going through the exam notes and so on, but also so that we as a company can review the sessions. If a parent has any issue and so on, we can always go back and check the actual lesson.
Wow.
So everything is monitored on the platform.
Good. So it's not like a teacher teaching a young girl and trying to take advantage of. So you monitor everything.
Exactly.
Wow.
So because the lessons it's not like we use Zoom or any other third-party application. Because it's on our platform, we can go back and we can check the whole recording of the session. The messaging system on the platform that the student and the tutor use to communicate. It's not possible to delete messages. So we can see everything that goes on the platform. So with respect to safety, we've really tried to
before you answer the question I asked, what you're trying to say is that if a session goes on, it's recorded. So after the teacher is offline, the student can go and go back to the lessons that were taught. That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly. So within 24 hours of the lesson being completed, the student can log on to their dashboard and they can view the recording back. So if there's, let's say, a concept in particular they found really difficult, they can go back and review it and get an explanation another time.
Thank you. I'm much concerned about the safety of our children. This day you can't trust people.
Exactly.
And the world has also become a very dangerous place to live in. And so I believe that if you have a system where you can, if you're a parent, you are listening to us, please try and get connected. I told you, if you have any questions or you want to ask anything, you can call on 059-644-8188. That's 059-644-8188. Call and ask all the questions. If you want to also join the platform, you can do so. Yes, now let's come to the importance of online education. Let's go, ma'am.
Okay, so there's several advantages to having these online platforms. One of the main things I would say is most of us are actually visual learners.
Okay.
So when you have the sessions on these online platforms, you can use audio and visual animations to help the students understand the concepts better. Another big advantage of these platforms is reinforcing the knowledge. So when we hear information the first time, we tend not to absorb everything 100%. But because you can go back to these recordings, you can review them more and more, over and over. So that really helps with reinforcing the knowledge that was previously learned. So yeah, several advantages. You don't have to be restricted to the tutors in your vicinity, because you can have an excellent Ghanaian tutor, let's say in China, doing his degree there, and they can be teaching your child in Kumasi, let's say. Okay, so you're not limited to the tutors in your vicinity. You can access a tutor of a high standard and high quality from anywhere in the world, really.
So how do you recruit your teachers?
So through quite a few different methods, actually. With the language tutors, I recruited them through word of mouth. So I had quite a few friends and friends of friends that were doing Twi, Ga lessons and so on, and they had excellent home tutors. So I decided to recruit them and train them to be good online tutors. And you'll notice on the platform with the high school subjects that most of the tutors, they're actually in their early 30s and their late 20s. So they're quite young. And there's a reason I decided to recruit those tutors in particular. And that's because they would have done the same exams that the students are about to write within the past 5 to 10 years. So this is really important as a tutor, because we can allow our students to learn from our mistakes and then teach them what we did do right, because the goal is for them to do better than us, like as a tutor and so on. So yeah.
All right, now let's look at the classes. From which grade to which grade are you looking at?
So the youngest student on our platform is around 8 years old. But then it goes all the way up into an adult who's in his 50s learning a language on the platform. So yeah, basically any age, really. So we don't recommend doing the sessions if you're younger than 8 years old, just because the young ones with their focus sometimes it's a bit difficult if you're not with them in person. But yes, as young as 8 years old all the way up into an adult that simply wants to learn coding or a language and so on.
8 years is supposed to be class 2?
Yes.
Class
2, yes.
All right. Now, so the app, do you connect to the students only on laptop, or they can use their mobile phones?
They can use their mobile phones. So at the beginning, we wanted it to stick to laptops or tablets and so on. But we noticed that a lot of people use their mobile phones, especially here in Ghana. So we had to make the option available for you to use your mobile phone. So with respect to the tutor side of things, they have to use their laptops, but students can use their mobile phones for the sessions.
All right. Yeah. Now, in Ghana, we have an issue of people... those days, if your father, for instance, my father used to sleep at the fuel stations because he couldn't afford a hotel. She had to save the money to come and buy books for me or pay my fees or something like that. We had our mothers go into their bags and wardrobes and take their clothes, go and sell, and help us get education. Now these days we like to go to the drinking bar. We like to go to funerals. Women like to go to funerals. Some of them like to buy creams to bleach themselves. Some of us are good at making big donations in church. I remember a man who came to me with a woman and told me the woman is somewhat like a girlfriend. So he came the second time alone and told me that the woman I brought is my girlfriend, and I'm taking care of the children to one of the polytechnics, the two of them. And I asked whether he had children himself. He said yes. And I said, so are you taking care of it? He said, my wife is this, so I left her. She didn't help me, this, blah, blah. And so she took care of these children. They finished poly and they didn't talk to him again. The woman also left him. What I'm trying to say is, how important is it for a parent to invest into their children's education? Because it looks as if we are not paying fees. I mean, like we have free senior high school. Because it is free, people are looking at the free to just leave the children at school, not visit them. Visiting days, they will not go. Some of them will not send money. Their boxes are empty. And you are home and your child is starving at school. In the name of the government that is free senior high school, they are feeding. Yes, they are feeding them, but there are times where children eat and they want to eat again. But you have money at home and you are using that money to do other things. You understand?
Yeah.
How, I want you to talk to a parent. How important and what is the benefit of investing in your child? Buying a laptop. Laptop costs between 2,000 to 4,000. You can get a laptop. How is it important for a parent to invest in just buying a laptop for a child and helping the child get tuition? For example, you are having this platform. There are parents whose children go to school, come home, and they are behind they have laptops, PCs, and they are playing games. How important is it for a parent, for instance, to connect to you, to just get on your platform? The child comes home, he does his homework, then there's another teacher who is online teaching your child. Your child will do well. Tell a parent how important is investing in education.
Right. Yeah. So I cannot stress how important it is that you invest in your child signing up to a platform like Virtututor Online, because as well as helping with, let's say, exam technique and identifying the particular gaps in each student's knowledge, it really helps with building the students' communication skills, their personal growth, their character development, and all these skills are things that you can apply to whichever field you go into. So just having this one-to-one interaction with the tutor helps the students build their confidence, which they're going to need no matter what field they go into, really. So I would really tell the parents, I know it's good to achieve A-star grades and so on, but life is not all about just getting straight A grades. You really need to build your other skills around that so that you can be successful in which other career you go into. And when I was training the tutors, I made sure that there's certain things they follow or guides they follow throughout the session. So things like encouraging the students to explain the concepts back to them so that they can check they really understand the content and the information that's being taught to them. And all of these really help with building the character of the student overall.
Great.
So yes, it's not just about the academics, but also the skills you acquire from having these one-on-one sessions with the tutors. So yes, it's definitely helped with the personal development of each individual student.
Thank you very much. So you are listening to the Transformation Agenda series on education. This program is proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education. Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. God bless you wherever you are. Honorable Reverend Intim Fojo, our mother, Gifty Chumampofo, and all the directors of education in Ghana. We bless you so much for what you are doing. All teachers who are listening to us, students, thank you very much. We believe that we are building a better Ghana, a future that we'll all be proud of. I believe that in the next 5-10 years, the literacy rate in this country will rise because a lot of us will be able to read and write. But our concern, as the minister keeps hammering, is that we should get to the point where education is digitized. Everyone is able to access education through the internet. That's what Ministry of Education is doing right now, to make sure that everybody is getting information via the internet. And we have someone who is in that platform, in that constituency, helping us to understand exactly what online education is. And if you are listening to us, pay attention and send a link as well. And I also want to encourage you to pay particular attention, especially you listening to us and watching us on Facebook, because this is your life and this is very important. Now, let's look at the courses that you teach. Now, do you have a system where I go to school, the teacher gives me an assignment, and when I connect to your platform, I'm able to tell the teacher, this assignment my teacher gave me at school, maybe I didn't get it, and the teacher is able to teach you, or he has his own like subject that he wants to teach, a topic that he wants to. I can change the topic and tell the teacher, I want you to teach me on this. For instance, if I want to sign on your platform and I'm in school, am I able to maybe call your platform, call the teacher, whoever teaches me mathematics or whatever, and say, okay, I want a teacher specifically for this subject. Like some parents who have their children who have issues with mathematics or science or English or whatever, they can say, okay, so I want to be on your platform, but I want a teacher who is going to concentrate on mathematics with my child. Do you have something like that?
Yes, for sure. So when you sign up, a member of the team reaches out to you and asks you when you're available for a free meeting with the tutors. So we let you have up to 3 meetings with different tutors, 3 free meetings with different tutors on the platform. And we advise that you use that time to really tell the tutor exactly what you're struggling with in school, the topics you would like to focus on, and so on, so that the tutors can tailor their lessons to exactly what you need help with.
Okay.
So yes, there's a free meeting feature available for that, as well as we encourage the tutors to ask the students questions, because the students are the only ones that know exactly what they're struggling with when they get a difficult assignment that they need help with, and so on. So before each session, the tutors usually send a message to the student saying, what would you like to look at in our session coming up this week? What are you studying in your classes right now, so that they can really complement the learning to the student. Yeah, so it's not just separate learning that you're doing in school and then on the platform, but this they're working together in order to help the child.
How do you assess the performance of the student? Do you write exams online?
So we don't offer exams on the platform itself, but we have sort of reports and feedbacks that parents can request from the tutors. So whenever they want to know about the progress of their student, they can send the tutor a message, or they can send us a message on our WhatsApp line and say they want to know how their child is doing, and yes, they can get a report or feedback from the tutor themselves.
Do you know sometimes have issues with a student who's so you have specific time for each student, or they come when they want to?
So the tutor and the student, they arrange when they want to have the sessions.
Okay, so do you have a situation where a student signs on and the teacher goes online, the student's not available, or is the student who comes and prompts the teacher to come online?
Yes. So the student will sign up, and then they send a message to any of the tutors on the platform saying that they want to book the free meeting.
Okay.
And then in the free meeting, they sort of discuss when they want to have sessions. So they usually choose a regular day every week. And then the tutors are very flexible. So you can reschedule the session up to 24 hours before the start of your lesson if for some reason you can't make the session. Yeah. So it's totally up to the students and the tutors when they want to do the sessions themselves. Yeah.
So the numbers that you have, do you normally receive lots of students on your platform when there's vacation, or it's like throughout the year you have people signing on your app?
Yes, so usually throughout the year, so especially for the British and the American curricula, September is when they start to sign up more for the sessions and so on, because they write their exams in June. So I would say during the summer holidays, it's the languages and the admissions test students that are mostly signing up. But then during the school semester, it's the students studying at high school and so on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for those who are writing like WASSCE,
yes,
how do you go with them?
So WASSCE,
I'm talking about the period between, preparing towards the exam, maybe just about a month or two to the exam.
Yes, so throughout the year, the WASSCE students have been signing up. So we've actually received quite a lot of interest from WASSCE students. But unfortunately, a lot of them haven't been able to afford the sessions.
Okay.
So I decided to think of a way that we can still support the WASSCE students, and I've recently come up with a WASSCE sponsorship program.
Okay.
Whereby individuals unknown to the students can basically sponsor the lessons for the WASSCE students.
Okay.
So we open the application for WASSCE sponsorship 1st of September, and they'll be ending at the end of this month, the application period. And so WASSCE students can sign up and receive lessons at a heavily discounted rate, so that they also have this platform available to them.
Yeah. The payment terms, I mean, you pay, it's something you pay for.
Yes.
Yeah, so the payment terms, do you pay as in, is it as in bits, or you just have to pay half before you begin, or how do you do it?
Okay, so most parents prefer paying for the month.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the month, they pay for the number of sessions they would like. But you can reschedule it free of charge. Let's say if you can't make a session, or if you have any unused credits, then we just refund that back to you.
Okay.
So yes, you mainly just pay at the beginning of the each session or at the end of the month if you want.
So what you do is that each class and how much is paid?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You pay in dollars or in cedis?
So we pay in CDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
but for
okay.
the local students.
Yes.
But then obviously our diasporans abroad that love the languages and so on, they pay in dollars.
So what response do you receive, especially for those of us in Ghana? Do we participate, on this platform? Do we sign up on it? Are Ghanaians signing up on your platform?
Yes, so we've received a lot of interest. So it's mainly Ghanaians on our platform.
Oh, okay.
Yes, whether they're here or abroad, they've all been Ghanaians signing up onto the platform. We would like some more students based in Ghana because a lot of them are actually abroad right now. But I think it's more to do with awareness. Like we just need to get people to know that they have this platform available, always ready to help them. So I would encourage students just to sign up, book a few lessons, see how it goes, and then take it from there, really.
All right, so you are listening to Transformation Agenda Series on Education. What we are trying to do this morning is just to help you as a parent, help your child to get involved with what is going on in the world now. It is better you start now. So if you are listening to us, what you need is a laptop or a mobile phone, just like Ms. Pepra has said, and get to them. She's going to give you the information that you need. But like I said, if you want to get on the platform, you can call 059 644 8188. That's 059 644 8188. For me, the blessing of having an online education is it reduces a lot of stress, and especially for young boys and girls who come home and watching television as a parent. You see, when you're spending money on education, it's important. I mean, the returns are just so much. I just quoted from Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin was a writer, he was a scientist, he was an author, he was a statesman, he was a publisher. This man was a politician, he was a statesman. And so he had a lot of knowledge, and he said an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. So put a lot of money in the education of your children. You understand me? It is not difficult getting a computer. If you stop buying some of the things you buy and stop drinking and stop eating and doing things that may at the end of even harm your body, you can save money. And if you have one laptop, you can have the classes for your children in sessions. This one finishes, another one comes, and all that. So it will help you. If you are listening to us, please, this is important. Try, get a laptop, get a mobile phone, get that. I like the part which says that they are in connection with Ghana Education Service. We are using the Ghana Education curriculum, and everything that we're supposed to know is what the teachers who are teaching are all Ghanaians, isn't it? Good. So they will be able to do that. Another important thing that she has said this morning that I really want you to focus on is the study of languages. Very important. This one, you don't need to be a student to do that. If you have a laptop, sign on sign up on the app and try and study at least 2 languages. Do you teach foreign language like Spanish, French, and stuff?
Yes, so we do. So we have Spanish, French, and German.
Wow.
Now, yeah.
Wow.
Those are the 3 foreign languages. Yeah.
Why? I mean, at the comfort of your home, you just close from work. And what are the times that you teach? If supposing I come home at 10 p.m., am I going to get a teacher at the time?
Yeah. So if the tutor is
available.
Yeah. So if the tutor would like agrees to the sessions at 10 p.m., then yes.
Wow.
So I think the latest class we have running right now is 11 p.m.
Wow, well, then that's within the range.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Because and then some of your teachers are also not in the country, so the time difference sometimes may favor.
Exactly. 'Cause
Okay.
We have even a student in Japan who's doing our lessons on the platform. So
Wow.
because of the time difference, the tutor accommodates for that. So they
Wow.
do their sessions on the weekends. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now let's look at those of us who can't read and write. There are people who can't read and write, but maybe they want to learn. How do you do that?
So we would pair them with our tutors that specialize in helping with reading skills, writing skills, and so on. So in particular, we've had quite a few people sign up looking to improve their English. So we usually pair them with our IELTS tutor who helps students work on the IELTS admissions test, which is to do with English languages. Okay, so we have tutors on the platform that are focused and specialized in helping students with their reading skills, their writing skills, and grammar in particular. So there is the option.
So if supposing my mom or dad wants to study a language, so I can sign up for him and sit by him as you teach.
Yeah.
You have something like that? I can do that?
Yes. So many people actually, they create accounts on behalf of, let's say, their younger sibling.
Oh, okay.
Or family member and so on. So all you need is just one account, and then it's pretty straightforward to log in when the time comes. But then, so you could show your sibling or whoever needs the lessons how to log in, and then once they're in the lesson space, the tutors will take it from there and show them how to.
So
do
from
everything.
class 2 to senior high, you can be on the platform. Any subject that you have difficulty in, you can have a teacher there who will be available to help you study. All right, so now thank you very much. Our phone lines are now activated. You can call us on 0302 20 80 80, 0302 20 80 80. Call us, and Miss Pepra is in studio. She will answer any question that you may want to ask or any contribution you'd like to make. We are here to take it. Now, do you know of SENDLOS?
Yes, that's the Center for National Distance Learning and Open Schooling. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Good. How does your platform connect? Is it connecting to it? Does it connect in any way to what SENDLOS does?
Right. So I'm sure. Well, we both have the same common goal. To improve the standard of education using technology. So I have read a bit about some work SENDLOS do, for example, with their iBox application, where students can access material offline. So I think SENDLOS really complements Virtuta in the sense that there are obviously some students that can't have access to the internet all the time and so on. So definitely I would like to reach out to someone at SENDLOS to see how we can work together. But yeah, they've been doing some fantastic things, and I would like to see how Virtuta Online could help.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm happy that SENDLOS is a beautiful place to be,
really is.
And the CEO Nana Jemfedra is another nice person that I believe will be ready to really connect you and work with you. I spoke to him about you, and he's really prepared to see you. He's a very nice gentleman, a blessing to this country. We have someone on the line. All right, so hello and good morning.
Yeah, morning.
All right. So, what's your name and where are you calling us from, sir?
My name is Solidarity. I'm calling from Panta.
Okay. All right. Talk to us, sir.
Please, the use of the laptop, does it going to involve the use of data?
Okay. So, the use of the laptop, is it going to involve the use of data?
Yes. So it does involve using data. Yes, so usually students have lessons once a week on the platform, so it doesn't actually take up too much of your data. And then with respect to the recordings, you can download them so that you don't always need data to access them live. Yes.
All right. I hope you've been answered. Your question has been answered. All right, thank you very much. So the number to go is 0302 20 80 80, 0302 20 80 80. Please call us. If whatever question you want to ask, you can do that. And I also said that if you want to further explanation to what is being discussed here, you can call on 0596 44 8188. That's 0596 44 8188. Is there someone on the line? All right, thank you very much. Now let's look at data. You just mentioned iBox, and you said I think the lesson is just an hour for an hour.
Yes.
Now, averagely, if you look at people that you talk to, how much would one need to be online? Or it depends on the network?
Yes, so it definitely depends on the network. We usually recommend that students use Vodafone because their charges are slightly cheaper than some other networks.
And so Vodafone should have to come and pay us for.
Yeah, I think they should. I definitely think they should. So because they have a very stable connection and they're slightly cheaper than other networks as well. Yes, so depending on the frequency of your lessons, we have some students that are doing sort of 3 to 5 hours a week on the platform, but then some that are doing weekly lessons. But we also tell the tutors that if there's some students that maybe can't afford as many sessions a week, to be giving them a lot of material and content outside of the sessions themselves, so that it's not just the 1 hour a week you get with the tutor, but then it's also some work and assignments they can do outside of the sessions that they can send to the tutor and they can mark it outside of the lesson time. So if perhaps you can't spend as much on data or you can't afford many lessons a week, we do ask the tutors to take that into consideration and give you some work outside of the sessions to help with that.
Okay. All right. That's very good. And where I want you to show us, give us direction as to how we can get to you. That's if you're not able to get to you online, maybe you're in Accra, want to come to your office. How do we get to your office?
So we're just located in Osu, so in Ringway actually. Yeah.
Is there a landmark we can use?
So near Country Kitchen in Ringway, I think a lot of people know.
Country Kitchen?
Near Country Kitchen in Ringway. Yes.
So when we come there, we will. Finally, what are you going to tell someone who's listening to us about online education and the fact that they should come on your platform?
Right. So I would just say it's really important to invest not only in your academic endeavors, but also in your personal development and growth, as I mentioned, because you really do need these communication skills. You need these skills with time management and so on to help you excel in whatever field you do go into. So and especially for the young ones, having a role model and a tutor that's not too far away in age from them, so about 10, 15 years older, that they can look up to and ask for any advice, whether it's academic or outside of school and so on. So I would say it's really important to invest in your academic and your personal development and growth. All right, thank you very much. And that was Miss Laura Pipra, who is the CEO of Vetuta Online Limited, Ghana's first online tutoring platform. She has been with us this morning talking about the importance of online education, and I believe we've learned a lot this morning. My only advice to you who is listening to me is that we keep talking about digitization, and sometimes it looks like something that is far from us. But you see, your children are going to compete with the children in China. Your children are going to compete with the children in America. If you do not invest in the education of your children, and you just sit and talk about go to school, come back, go and sell, come and sit down, your children will always be at the base, and other people will go up, and they will always become enslaved. It's very important. Don't play with education. I went to Bosomtwi Girls' Term School, and I saw the avocado board. There's a smart board that is being used to teach the students. And seeing that tells me that in Ghana, very soon, every secondary school in this country is going to have that. Now, you have a board that you can download information right in the classroom on the internet. Download it, and students are being educated through the medium. So if you live now and you say, when I buy laptop, when I buy phone, they will not use it well.
and others are using phone as low as 2 years. You see a child who is 2 years takes a phone and knows where songs are, know where the cartoons are, and your child is 10 years and he can't even switch on a computer. You should be concerned. Don't take these things for granted. Don't take these things for granted. Your child can't even open or switch on a laptop. And I believe, as I'm saying, somebody say, okay, so the school should have a ICT lab. Yes, there are thousands and millions of schools in this country. Government is going in a gradual process. We have laptops that have been sent to school. Like they're going to put some training. Huawei went and donated some laptops. Government has given out some laptops. Some schools have, some schools may not have. But you can't sit as a parent and tell me, when you have money to do other things, that you cannot go and buy a laptop and you cannot go and buy a data. Don't be concerned about how much you spend on your child's education, because your child must be educated to compete with the world. Sure. If not, your child will remain where they are, and they will go to that office, and a small boy who is smart will be their boss. You see, so I pray for parents who are listening to us this morning. Take serious what we are sharing this morning. That's why I've given you this platform. I'm so much concerned about education. Call this line, call them after the show, get involved. It is not expensive. It's something you can pay, and it's not something that maybe you are paying in for, maybe little by little. This is a private institution, and so I think that it will help your child to. And my concern, most importantly, is our young girls and boys who go to these schools and they are influenced, and so if on vacation where there's no instruction from a teacher trying to tell a child what to do, if you have this system in your home, your children can just log on and study, meet a teacher who talk to them one-on-one and educate them. Miss Laura Pepper, God bless you so much for coming. I think you came with your mother. I can say something. Yeah.
Yes, with my mom.
All right. God bless you. God bless you, mommy, for following your daughter to Class FM. We are grateful having you here. We bless God for your life, and we believe that we'll see you again. I believe that when the St. Laws director comes back, we'll be able to see him and see how you can connect with him and do something. You are helping this country.
That's one of my goals.
And God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you so much. All right, thank you very much, and be blessed. All right. So we have come to the end of the program. We want to say a big thank you to all of you who listen to us. Honorable Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum, Ghana's finest Minister of Education. God bless you so much. I don't know where you are, but I want to say thank you very much for making this show possible. God bless you so much. You are impacting this country with so much. And to you, Nana Jemfe Jabwo, St. Laws Director. God bless you for what you are doing for this country. All lecturers in our universities, teachers, staff and non-staff, wherever you are, maybe nobody sees you, but God sees you. I'm here, I can read, I can operate this machine because somebody taught me. Mr. Tommy Annan Forson, wherever you are, God bless you. Robert Israel, wherever you are, God bless you. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much, Uncle George. Thank you very much, Mr. Quist. Thank you very much, Laurie Shabebio, Lady Pastor Vanessa Abe, Brother Angel. God bless you. And all of you who listen to us, we say God bless you. Let's keep on helping this country, supporting this country. We may have a lot of things to complain about, but let me tell you, we have peace. And God is with us. Things will get better for sure. Let's keep praying. Let's trust in God. For with Him all things are possible. All we have is Ghana. Let's not be saying and speaking things that will spark fire and create tension and confusion in this country. Ghana is bigger than any political party. I'm telling you, Ghana existed before any political party. And so don't go and hide behind party colors and be making statements that will bring confusion in this country. I want my children to grow up and live in a peaceful country, and I hope you pray same. Let's do well. Let's be good. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend. My name, Abraham Edu, and I'm out. Thank you.